Yo, bro, once you taste money, bro, there's no going back, honestly. And like 2 o'clock, I was still on my laptop. I just received a notification. I was like, nah, this can't be real, bro. I was like, yo, fuck it. I just said I charged and was like, okay,
Calm still.
how do you accept payments? I highly recommend if you are watching this, bro, there's no other person. Just DM him, bro. He's going to like take you through.
So what is good, guys? Today we're here with Mukhtar. Mukhtar is basically my guy, my brother, my friend, and come a long way from the beginning. Just want to go over his journey and how things have been, inshallah. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. How are you?
Good, bro. Good, bro. Good, bro. So tell him what you do.
I'm a thumbnail designer, basically. Started with video editing and thumbnail design, but dropped video editing along the way because I'm kind of ass at it. So yeah, I'm a thumbnail designer now, full-time thumbnail designer, nothing else.
That's fire. That's fire. It's crazy you say your ass at it, bro. Because I remember back then in January or February when we started working together, and we got that client for like 1 million.
It was more of luck because the editing the client was like requiring wasn't something that is like too big. Anyone with like 2 hours of YouTube knowledge can do it, honestly.
Crazy though. So like, what's it been like, bro? What is the journey been like from
Honestly, when I started, I think almost everyone goes through this. When I started, I'll be like, yo, in like 2 weeks I'm going to be making I'll be making crazy money. And then after 2 weeks you are just like stranded. And then that's like the crossroad between where some people would feel like, okay, this is not for me, and then they switch again, and then they switch again, and then they switch again. But honestly, at this point, it's up. Like things went down, 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 and just in like a month or so, things just like went up. But honestly, being optimistic helped a lot. The fact that we like, okay, to this week was not good, maybe next week, maybe next week, maybe next week, maybe next week, maybe next week. And that was like what has carried me, that made me not give up until like, and here we are, bro. So
Here we
the journey
are,
has
bro.
been great. It was full of ups and downs, but yeah.
I love to see it, bro. I love to see it.
Since
Honestly, bro, like we've come a long way. Because like even me, I started around that time as well. That November, December time last year was when I started as well. And like,
yeah.
you just keep getting better, keep improving, and it's crazy. And when we started doing this loom thing, right? When was your first time sending a loom?
I think that would be my first ever loom was July. Yeah, it was July.
July. Okay, then that was the one you sent to me to help you audit, right?
Yeah.
So
Because I actually started sending outreach in May
Okay.
about May 2. But the outreaches we sent was like the outreach I sent was just us. It was just like text.
yeah,
There's no value
you were still
for it,
telling me about
nothing
that.
like
You were
that.
still telling me like we were still communicating
Yeah.
about that one, right? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So I sent like 300 texts, and like we got like 3 or 4 replies, and they were all negative. And then you now told me to like start with like value first outreach and stuff. And the first good response we got, I fucked it up like that. What's the guy's name? You said-
Casper, right?
Yeah. No. Before Casper, like there's
Before
this guy.
Casper?
There's also this guy that replied me before. Yeah. That I think I've forgotten his name.
I sent him to you.
Before Casper, there's this one guy. I think his name is like 2 letters or something.
Ecom King.
That no. Before him. There's this
Man.
one guy on YouTube. I'm forgetting, but you knew him. Yeah, like you said, you've like. Let me give me.
It's C-Rod.
Yeah. Cyrod. Yeah, Cyrod.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first outreach response that I got that was like positive, and then I read it like pasting ChatGPT's message into like so it was
Man, we've come a long way, bro. So I remember that time. For me, I wasn't really pissed at you at that time. The only thing I was pissed at was breaking. I wasn't really pissed that okay, maybe the outreach is bad, but like when you get the response and bro would just do the weirdest stuff and he would just break it, and that was what was annoying me, bro, because like we worked so hard and he'd go ahead and break it. Like I would tell him like, if you get a response, come to me. I'll tell you how to respond. Bro, it's like his dick is hard, bro. He wants to just get it. But it's also a learning experience, right? It's also a learning experience.
Yeah,
Then we went, I think when we started sending looms, the first loom that was actually really good, because obviously we kept on improving the looms. I think we had like 5 iterations in terms of improvements.
Like 5 improvements, yes.
Yeah, then I think the second round is when you did with Casper. And Casper is not big like that, but he's doing well in terms of his business. So if you were to sign with him, it would have been really well. Tell him about that experience, right?
Yeah. So basically, I sent the second batch of loom after like we sent like 10 looms that some were well like taken, but there is no really like no good conversions from them. No real conversions. Actually, we just like got some compliments and all of that. And then I sent the Casper one. The first thing was, before sending the Casper one, actually, like I commented on one of his posts that, yo bro, I cooked up some value for you and blah 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 blah, and it was like, cool, send it to my DMs. He now messaged me. It was on that messaged me that, yo bro, what did you say you cooked? And I was like, I haven't like recorded the loom then. I was just warming up at that time. I just like immediately I just stood up, carried my camera, recorded everything, and I sent it to him. And almost immediately he replied me, said he watched everything, and the loom was 7 minutes, bro, like 7 minutes 30 something.
And he replied with a video. That's how like impressed he was.
Exactly, that's how like valuable it came off to him. And then I fucking blew it by charging like $60. I thought,
bro, it's not even the funny thing, right? The funny thing is like it's not the price
cool with the $60.
Yeah.
But then that was like bro, that was like the first time, that was like the first 2 weeks I've ever touched Photoshop.
I remember because this guy was designing with a terrible software, and I was telling him like, I know, asked him, bro, what software do you use? Because these thumbnails, they don't look nice, bro. I'll be honest with you, man, they don't look nice. What software do you use? They're like, you don't use Photoshop? I'm like, why don't you use Photoshop, bro? So start learning Photoshop, and he literally started learning Photoshop.
Like, I have a laptop, but I designed those thumbnails on my phone. That's how like, because I did not know any. So those thumbnails at that time, they looked good to me, but honestly, looking back at it now, I'll be like, yo, what the fuck am I designing? Like, bro, what the fuck is this?
And the guy was, you were thinking I was just on your ass for no reason, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking you was just hating on your thumbnail. Like, I was like, bro, I literally saw nothing wrong in those thumbnails until like, after like getting my skills and all of that and improving, and I went back. I think it was last 2 weeks. I went back into my gallery and I saw the thumbnails I designed. I was like, holy fuck. Like, the people that responded, why did they even respond?
Hey,
bro,
man.
I started questioning the fact that some people responded, bro, because it was nothing worthy of attention, those thumbnails that I designed. But then you pushed me to learn Photoshop. Honestly, if you hadn't like roasted my thumbnails, I would never have learned Photoshop and probably never be here, bro. So,
nah, bro, it's all you, bro. It's all you. And one thing special about you is the fact that, okay, we were doing this outreach, right? The looms were working. We were making looms. In fact, the looms got to a point where they were so good. We were doing them seamlessly, like in terms of the production, because of that trick that we used, right? Because it was so seamless. But with you, the looms weren't converting as much as they used to, as much as they should be. But with you had an edge, and that edge was like when you were doing all this throughout this journey, when you started, you've been documenting, building on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
And content as it is a long-term game. You don't know when it's supposed to pop out. That's the thing with like outreach, right? Outreach is a very low leverage thing, right? It works, but it's a very low leverage thing, right? You're better off building that personal brand. But the thing about the personal brand, it is not, you don't know when. The difference is outreach is predictable. You can send certain amount of messages. You're going to get certain amount of responses. You can convert. Or with outreach, you just have to keep going, keep chipping at it, right? So the thing with us is like, we got to the point where the looms were perfect. Now we just have to focus on getting them to see it, because that was your own problem. They were not seeing it, right? But at the same time, Bro now started documenting,
I was
picking up
like
his stuff,
posting, yeah, I was like
posting
documenting.
on YouTube and Twitter.
Sometimes when I see that, okay, sometimes when I see that this loom is fucking like this loom is perfect, like if anyone like watches this loom, they will definitely be convinced. I started
Yeah,
posting some,
jiggets.
yeah, like I started posting some of the looms on Twitter. Sometimes I even tag the person like, bro, watch this loom. Like if they don't respond in DM, and I know that this thumbnail is fucking like this thumbnail is amazing, and the loom is
Yeah,
also amazing. I just posted and thumbnail on Twitter, and then the first inbound I got like that was last month. Do you know
yeah.
that $40 guy
Trist,
that like that? No, not him,
the
not him.
agency,
There is this guy before
the
Trist. That
agency.
Trist guy, I don't think he hasn't uploaded because I check his channels like sometimes when I he hasn't uploaded yet. So almost honestly, if he's going to upload, he's probably going to come back to me because
Yeah,
that time
type
he
shit.
was, but he hasn't uploaded
He
anything
was
yet on his
excited.
channel. That, yeah, there's this guy. His name is Kim. He was the first person. He was the first ever inbound I got, and it was like the highest, like the first high paying thumbnail designer. You know,
Yeah,
the
because we were doing 20
thumbnail
before,
thing
right?
that gave me, yeah, it was like 20, and then the guy just came, and I was like, bro, I honestly, but you know, the fact that when I get outreach responses, when I get
Mm-hmm.
outreach responses,
Mm-hmm.
I I am like I am so scared to price after that Casper guy. I was like so scared to
Bro
like
got
drop
PTSD, bro.
anything. Yeah. So I was like so scared to drop anyhow prices.
Yeah.
So most times there's this guy. If I don't think I have told you before. There's out of like the mass messages we sent in May.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Out of those mass messages in October, last month was. Oh, yeah,
You
last month
told
was
me about the
October.
guy. You told me about the guy. He responded
Yeah,
again.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You told me about him.
Yeah.
He's like a
And the
fitness coach or
guy,
something, right?
yeah. The guy also like he actually did not give me any gig, but he later referred me to one guy that paid
Wow.
140. So he so let's like the first inbound I got was like from the guy saw one of my looms, and then
Mm-hmm.
after the loom he now saw like one work like that I
You
posted.
mean the
It
loom
was
that you
not like,
posted on Twitter, right?
yeah, exactly. That loom, when he saw that loom, that was when he followed. He said when he saw that loom, that was when he followed me. And then he later, like when he followed, he was not seeing the thumbnails I was designing. You know, when I design a thumbnail and the person
You
does not
always
see it, I
post it.
just post the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he now like started seeing the thumbnails I post for outreach too. And then I think last month he just DM'd me. He was like, "How much do you charge, bro?" I was like, I honestly wanted to say $20, but I was like, that's
Fuck it,
very
man.
very like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, yo, fuck it. I just said I charged $40 and was like, okay,
Calm still.
how do you accept payments? Like, bro, immediately he did not even say okay, I can pay 30. He did not even try to like he did not try to, to bargain at all. He just
Yeah.
said, and I came to your DM and I asked for a Stripe link, and
Okay, yeah,
surprisingly,
yeah,
I
yeah.
honestly thought the guy was just going to ghost like after like asking for payment. I was like, bro, until the payment entered and you sent me a screenshot, I did not believe a single thing. Like I honestly did not think inbounds were possible until that point. And then he paid. He saw the thumbnail. He did not make any revisions. He was like, "This thumbnail is perfect."
Perfect.
And thankfully, the first thumbnail that I designed for him was like he has used some other designers before, but the CTR were low. And the first thumbnail I designed for him got a 9.3% CTR. So he was like, "Bro, I'm
Wow.
sticking with you." Until
That's crazy, bro.
so that was how the first inbound
By the way,
came.
sorry, if you
And
don't know
then
what a CTR is, it's like click through rates, right? So that basically means if 100 people saw that video, 10 of them click the video, basically, which is really rare. Channels average 3, 4, 5, so 9 is very high, right? So that's if you don't know what that means.
so it was like for this channel I'm going to like sticking
Stick with
with
you.
you for like, yeah,
Perfect,
because
man. Perfect.
the other channels were non-business channels, and from my thumbnails he saw that it's only business. We go after rich people, so we don't really
Yeah.
do any other, like we don't really do any other type of thumbnail. So he said he did not see any like other niches of thumbnail, so he would just stick with that business thumbnail. And then I started creating. The more we created looms, the more I learned also. And then what I learned from creating looms, from like analyzing thumbnails and creating case studies, I also started applying it to like we created a framework and then we posted that
Yes.
yeah. So
Oh man, bro! Like
so
all the
it was
things
that
just
framework.
pieced together, you know. Like it's all the things.
Yeah.
Remember when that TKO is something that it didn't. Obviously, you had it in your mind, but it didn't exist. Then I just said, bro, you need to give it a name. Then you just came with TKO. At first, I was like, what's TKO? But let me not cook this guy too much, you know. But now that's something you're known for on Twitter, right? Because bro is blowing up on Twitter these days, bro. I'm telling him to give me some sauce as well.
Bro, honestly, in this week alone, I've gotten up to like, apart from inbounds, I've gotten over 10 messages like,
that's crazy,
yo, how do you do this? How do you do that?
That's crazy,
let me even send you. I can even
that's
send you
crazy,
screenshots.
Bro. That's
like,
crazy, bro.
Of a lot of other designers. They'll be like, bro, how do you do this? How do you do this? How do
they
you
trying
do
to get like
honestly,
you.
I was like, exactly. I was like, bro, you guys are older than me in this space because not a lot of thumbnail designers started recently. Like the newest designer I've came across was someone that started January, and we started taking it seriously around that July. I learned Photoshop like July ending. So at the beginning of July we started taking
July ending
thumbnails like seriously.
Just that August time.
No, we started taking. No, we started sending looms in August. But like the first set of outreach was in July. No, the first set of like serious value first outreach was in June. Yeah, it was in June, the ending of June, and then all of the thumbnails were just ass. And then learned Photoshop the beginning of July, and after that,
it's only been up from there, bro.
Had to. So from there, I started creating more content, and then the biggest clients came from YouTube. I was like, since Twitter people are like taking it up and they are eating this stuff up, why not just create on YouTube too? And I used that same style of looms, bro. Like it was literally, there was no editing. It was just me and Myro
talking.
Just create content on YouTube. And bro, the second ever content I created on YouTube, the second one, like the second serious content I created on
that
YouTube,
you made with that framework,
he just booked a call like that day. Yeah, using that TKO framework, that dude, it was just like he just booked the call and he added the message on that I need you to help me create better thumbnails. And I was like, because I uploaded the video around 5 o'clock in the evening, and then by morning I sleep around like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and like 2 o'clock I was still on my laptop. I just received a notification. I was like, nah, this can't be real, bro. This is literally like the second content, and I already booked the call. The next day I went on the call, and the guy, he was like, it was because of the vast case study I've had using the thumbnails, bro. Some people would steal my thumbnails and then they would ghost me. That was
that video would do well. That was happening a lot.
Yeah. We send outreaches, send the thumbnails. They would not reply. Some would reply positively. They'll say they don't need it, but they will still use the thumbnails on their channel. Kind of like this Cluey guy. And it would perform. So I'll just take those screenshots. It was, at first it seemed like they were cheating or they were ripping me, but in the end it was like,
you see how
a great advantage.
It paid off.
Honestly. I'll just screenshot it if it's an outlier, based it on my case study. And I just built a vault of like case studies, vast niches, like a lot of creators from those outreaches, and then I use it to create YouTube content. And then when we got on the call, I showed him some of my like good case studies, and he asked me some questions and everything. And he told me, okay, let's get on another call. That was, I think, 4 days ago or 3 days ago, and we just agreed on $400 per month. And the guy, he was like, the fact that he even thinks I'm undercharging is actually pretty crazy, because
that's crazy.
Bro, I'm charging $50 per thumbnail, like on a long-term thing, and it's a long-term thing. It's a $50 per thumbnail, because $400 for 8 videos. It's a $50 per thumbnail thing. and it was like after we sealed the deal, he later told me that from my specialty and like from my case studies and all of that, I'm really like undercharging and all of that, and but we've already sealed that deal. There's no need to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
come
yeah.
back and
Type
all of
shit,
that.
type shit. Yeah,
And he made half payment immediately, and
yeah.
he sent me the brief yesterday. He sent me the content brief yesterday. So, bro, basically this month, last
It's been
month,
unreal.
it's last month now, October.
It's been
October.
unreal.
I
Yeah.
made I made around like 650,000 naira, like from just thumbnails alone. It's like
Are you sure it's not more?
yeah. It's no, removing all those fees and all of that, like
Okay, yeah, yeah.
everything,
Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy,
everything.
bro.
But if we add the fees and everything, it's like approaching 700, approximately 700.
That's crazy, bro.
But
That's
yeah,
crazy, bro. You know
and
what we
the
all, you know
month
what we always
before,
say, right?
yeah, bro, yeah.
It's like ketchup,
Once
bro.
you keep pouring, eventually, if it comes
It
out, it
got
don't
once
stop,
it
bro.
start they come, they come, bro. It
Yeah,
just keeps coming, bro. Yeah, that's how
bro.
it is, bro.
So, bro, yeah, it's
Alright.
it's pretty
Let me
like
hit you with some.
pretty
Let me hit you
amazing.
with some quick fire questions, bro. Let me hit you with some quick fire questions.
Alright,
Obviously, because you're like you're 16, right, or 17 now.
17 now, 17
Okay,
now.
so how? It's obviously so you don't have a bank account, I assume. So how the person that receiving the money for
Yeah.
you? What did they think you were doing?
It's honestly, there was a like it got to a point that I knew like I had to like separate it. So I collected my mom's account. I logged it in my own phone because I can't like they can't the fact that billing would even be coming and all of that. So I had to like I had to like collected my mom's account, and like I like used it for my phone, and I used her ID card to like open Gray and stuff. So
Yeah, type
like to
shit.
receive. So yeah, that's how it is, bro.
Okay, okay. Well, but let me ask you something else. What is something like obviously in our time working together? What's something that's maybe like bust your brain, like something that blew your mind in terms of working and maybe like an eye opener? The biggest thing.
Honestly, it would be like the fact that there was a time that I asked you that when did you start all of this, and you told me I think it was like last year, and I
Oh,
was like, bro, how did you like go far like this fast this like, bro, this is like it's something that people never like for people to achieve that like guru-ish that guru-ish aura, bro. It takes like years for some people, and in just like months, bro, you were already coaching people, like you accumulated like how many group members, like at that time on your
bro,
Telegram it was like
I've started that group like
almost
3 times now, bro. It was up to it
yeah,
was
like
2000 at a time. I think I've restarted it like 3 times, but yeah,
I was like, how does someone? So I knew that, yeah, honestly, anything is like possible, bro. It was like one of my motivation, like, nah, like if someone can do this, then like, if you can't,
yeah,
then
bro.
obviously it is very possible for me to
It's
like
very
get
possible. Yeah,
stuff done. Yeah,
it's
bro.
very, very possible. It's
So
very, very possible.
that really blew my mind. I honestly used to think that you've been like in the info space for like years, like 2, 3
Nah,
years,
bro.
but
Like
it's like
December, bro. Like December, literally, bro. It's ah man, it's gonna be a year soon, inshallah. And I need to get my own business
yeah.
running. I need to get my own business running. Let me ask you something else. What was something like I did for you, or something that you didn't expect me to do? That was like, oh my god, I can't believe this nigga did this for me. No glaze, no glaze.
Bro, honestly, it would have to be like, honestly, it have to be like everything. The fact that sometimes I'll message you like late at night, early in the morning, and all of that, and you'd still like take it out of your time to reply me. And honestly, there are sometimes that looking back, I'll be like, some of my questions are really like frustrating, even to me. That if someone asks me this, I'll be like, bro, get the fuck
And
out of my
that's true
DM.
though.
But but honestly, you were patient with me. Like you took me through
Yeah.
everything. I was like, that's something that honestly used like it amazes me sometimes. Like you have like a very very like high tolerance for like clueless people. Like things that are pretty obvious. Like I'm supposed to like know that you are supposed to do this, and I'm still asking, do I do this? Do I do this? So bro, yeah, yeah. Honestly, you've done like a lot for
Hey
me, bro.
man. Appreciate it. Nah, bro, it's all you, bro. Honestly, it's all you. Like I can only say stuff, right? But you have to actually put in the work, right? Um, and there's one thing you said about the outreach thing, right? Something you said about for you specifically in your thing, like the thumbnails. If you notice that it only really works for you specifically when you find someone who is actively looking for thumbnails.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, honestly, thumbnails are something that you can't really force people. That's probably why it doesn't really convert as much. Editing, when someone sees and like
The
something like
work.
when someone's for like video edits, they'll be like, okay, now this is a different level of editing. It is like so they'll be like, okay, yeah, maybe I can try this. So editing is quicker to convert than thumbnails because unless people are actively looking for thumbnails, you can't really coerce them into like using thumbnails because some people don't just see they don't just see it, they just create content for content. They don't really know apart from like documentary
Yeah, they
channels and
need
all
to
of
be
that, like,
deep,
that.
and it's only like
Yeah,
most like agencies that will actually know the value of all
yeah,
this stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
that's actually true.
Exactly,
That's actually
exactly.
true.
People that are starting out, even if they are coaches, even if they know a lot about money and all of that,
Yeah,
they don't feel the need for like thumbnails.
understand.
They be like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah.
just like
No, be just
slam anything
design.
there.
Yeah,
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 exactly.
yeah.
And
Makes sense.
the fact that I would now charge, so they would not even want to pay. Even anyone that is really convinced would not want to pay any good amount for it. So that's like the major issue that did not really make outreach convert as much. However, those contents go to people that are already feeling the need to like hire a thumbnail designer and they actually know the
Yeah,
value of thumbnails. So
yeah.
that's like and honestly looking back now, it's honestly good that some outreach did not convert because if they had offered me $10 at that time, I would have taken it, bro. And I've never know that people are charging more. So, bro, there was a woman
No,
at that time
bro.
that said she's going to be paying me $7 per thumbnail, and I first of all I was
You
like first
almost ate that shit up,
reluctant, and
bro.
then I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, okay, okay. And then I started DMing her and she ignored me. I was like, yo, pay the $7 you said you want to pay and let's get on with this. And she did not even reply anymore after like
Crazy,
seeing the
man.
bill. So I just like had to like move on. And honestly, sometimes I just look back and I'm glad that that did not happen because at that time probably I would have been thinking thumbnails is just normal to like charge $7 for thumbnail and all of that. And sometimes when someone asks me that, oh, what are you doing? Like I'm in Abuja right now. So when
Yeah, you meet a lot of people.
one of like the people I came here to meet, what are you doing? What are you always doing on your laptop? I was like, I design thumbnails for people, and they were like,
It's like,
that thing
what's up with
that
that?
used to
Like,
be on
that
Facebook.
thing
I was
that
like, so I
they.
had to like explain, yeah, I had to like explain what the thumbnail is, and the last thing, and it's making you money.
And he's
And I
making
was
you
like, yeah,
money.
and
Like,
like how much,
what?
like how much are people paying for that? And because it's the guy is like a young normal like guy to me, so
Normal
it was
younger,
I was
yeah.
like I got it around like 50 to 70K for they were like, no, that's a lie. That like, bro,
Cap.
people, especially Nigerians, they are so small minded to the fact that a thumbnail.
Bro.
Why would someone pay 50K, 70K for a thumbnail? That's
And
like
that's
almost
why and
impossible.
that's why
So,
you can't work
and
with them
honestly,
because they don't even see the value themselves. So why would they even pay you? Do you
exactly,
get?
exactly,
It's
bro,
crazy,
exactly,
bro. It's
bro.
crazy,
There was a
bro.
time that I was going after Nigerians too. That you told me that, bro, those are not your
Yeah,
audience. Those are
I
not
told
your
you,
audience.
nah,
So,
don't do it. But you know the thing about you is like, it's good because you still gain some experience with that. Because I told him that you can do this, but if you want to do it, even if you want to do it, it's going to be really hard to convince. But you still went along with it. You still put in the work. That's one thing I have to give you. It's like, no matter what you want to do, in terms of even if you're not doing the right thing, right? But in terms of effort, like actually getting in the trenches, that one I will give you guys. You're actually like top in that aspect, bro.
when you've like honestly deep, I would say like one of the best thing that happened to me. Honestly, bro, if I never really believed in online money like that, like someone you can just press a few buttons and make money. But when I signed that client, luckily with my mediocre editing skills, and he paid
Oh,
more, and
that's
bro,
early
I was
one.
literally creating bullshit videos, and I was talking about like if that hadn't happened, like if I have not got that
Oh
gig, if
yeah.
I hadn't like gotten that gig at that time, because it was kind of easy money for me, bro. It was like easy, it was easy as fuck. So I knew the possibilities that were like I knew that you can actually make money. It's possible to make money online. You just have to find that client. You have to just find that one or two clients. So that was like what kept me going. Like, yo, bro, I've tasted. Once you taste money, bro, there's no going back. Honestly,
There's
once you
no
taste
going
big money,
back, bro. I
honestly, there's no going
swear.
back. So that was like the major thing, and that's like what a lot of people will not get. A lot of people will not get lucky enough for that. So you just have to like prepare your mind to, to suffer, bro, because you go suffer.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
you
you're
have to
gonna
like,
suffer, bro.
bro, you have to, because you are going to get rejected. You are going to get like deals that you think that, yeah, this is going to fall into place, and then it just like falls out of place and all of that. So there are a lot of things that would like happen. So we just have to like be prepared, and make sure that you get where you want to get to, where you want to go. But bro, honestly, this is like just the beginning. This is just the beginning. That like
That's exactly what I wanted to ask you,
they say
bro.
don't
Like,
wait.
where do you feel like you would be like 6, 12 months from now, the way things are going?
Honestly, 6 12 months, bro. In like 6 months, 6 months from now, I will not be accepting anything less than, because I know in my heart that I would do whatever it takes to get the clients that I'm working with right now, to get them that click, to get them to stay with me. So I have to like outwork, outstudy, and like other designers, and then create more content. Bro, the more the case studies you have, the more content you are able to create, and the more value
Yeah,
you are able to like. So that's what I'm focused on right now, to like get my clients those results that they need to get, and use those case studies to get other clients, and then upcharge and upcharge and upcharge and upcharge. Bro, I know people that are charging $300 per thumbnail. So there's always a bigger punch, there's always a bigger level,
yeah,
there's always a bigger, like. So you just have to like go bigger, go bigger, go bigger. There are people that are charging $5 per thumbnail too. I've seen them too. I've seen them. So as there are people that are charging $5 per thumbnail, there are people that are charging, that are charging 300, 400, 500. There's this guy, like the top G of like thumbnails in the entire thumbnail space. Is the one that
mm-hmm.
designs thumbnails for creators like Mr. Who's the Boss, Mac Roba, and all of that. So the guy is charging about $1,000 per thumbnail, per just one thumbnail, bro. So, and he's been in the thumbnail space for like 8 years. So it is actually like very worth it. It's actually like very worth it. So you just have to like keep growing and keep growing and keep growing, and in like 6 months to a year, I imagine like to be taking nothing less than like $100, $100 per thumbnail. Like, so I have to, for now, I just have to like work as much as possible to get as much more case studies as possible, to create more content as possible, and like, the more content you create, the more value you create, the more you also grow on YouTube as well
Yeah,
as on X. So people, when they see that, yo, this guy has like 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs on what are they calling it, on just like creating content on thumbnails alone, they would not even want to give you a price that would, it's all about perception. That's one thing that I've seen.
yeah, it's all about
When
perception.
people
Yeah,
see you like hungry and stuff, they are going to just give you what they feel you are worth, even if your work is better than that. So that's my main priority right now. Just grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow.
yeah, bro. Do you see yourself becoming like no, I don't want to say moving out of thumbnails, but becoming like a general like YouTube consultant?
Bro, that's like the end goal, like. That's the end goal, kind of, because there are actually people that are like packaging strategists, like apart from like entirety of like whole content, people that are working with agencies, and they are like just the packaging part. They would work with, they don't design the thumbnails, they just like tell the designer, this is exactly what to design, this is just what you design. And I've seen those are like the type of people that I told you. I don't know if you saw my last message. That was the type of people that messaged me yesterday. They
Okay.
wanted, the guy was a strategist, and he has like a lot of clients in his agency, in his thumbnail agency. So all he does is map out what exactly to design, and it would give you, and you design it, and he would pay you. And the guy, he said he's charging $200 per thumbnail. So, and he wants because I've talked to him before. I've talked to him far before when I first started, and that was what he told me at that time. And then he was seeing my works, because at that particular time, that was when he followed me. So he was seeing my work, he was seeing my growth and everything, and he then messaged me yesterday that, bro, I want to like employ you to my agency for thumbnails and all of that. But when he told me, he said the people that he's working with, they collect like, because they are not dealing with strategy, it's just design and everything. They collect like $20, $30, and I told him I'm not going to go below $40, and he said he's going to get back to me. So hopefully, if we seal that deal, then the only thing is that the only disadvantage of that is the thumbnails are exclusively his agency, so I can't really use it for. I will not get access to analytics, so I will not be able to use it in case studies. I will not be able to post it on X that I designed this so because
you won't be able to do that.
yeah. So
Okay.
so that's why, if honestly, if I could have used it for my case studies, because it would be giving me different clients
Channels.
in different niches and
Yeah.
all of that, it would have been like very, very great for me, and I would have collected $5, because I would be getting like high value clients. But the fact that
Yeah.
I can't really like use the case study, and I can't even post it that, yeah, I designed this so you would have to like compensate for that, and the fact that I'm already like charging more. And the last inbound that I got, the one that paid $60 for one thumbnail, that one came from the content I posted on YouTube. That exact video, I turned it into a thread, and I posted that thread too, and it was that exact thread that got that client too. So it was like the same content, the same center of content,
The
that
same
got,
insight.
yeah, it was the same insights, the same analytics, the same everything that got the
Two clients.
the two high paying clients that I have right now.
Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro.
I actually have 3 clients. I actually have 4 clients with with the one like you are working with. If we are still like going to work together, I have like 4 clients that are like recurring retainer clients, right?
And those are retainers, bro. No big gigs.
Yeah.
All right, bro. This has been really good, man. Just wanted to, obviously my program, I've not built it out yet. I've just been lazy with that, obviously. But what would you say to anyone who doesn't know me, wants to join, is thinking about joining, maybe sees my videos, whatever? What would you say?
Honestly, I would say just go for it, bro. Mumbai is someone that is going to like take you through everything, like from the beginning, when I had nothing, like I had no knowledge of anything, bro. Like in the info space, I had like, in the like online space, I had no knowledge. Without him, I would not even like have the correct position here right now. So he's someone that is going to like take you through everything you need to know, you need to see, everything you need to know to actually like make money in this online space, especially like when you are starting. Because if you're a beginner and you want to go in without knowledge, bro, you're going to get wrecked. You will spend like a year wasting your time. So you spend like a year wasting your time if you don't know, if you don't have someone to put you through. If you don't have someone to put you through, so the best thing is for you to like find someone to put you through. And there is no one better that I know that is going to put you through all of that, like apart from you. So bro, I highly recommend, if you are watching this, bro, there is no other person, just DM him, bro. He's going to like take you through. So yeah, that's
Hey man, appreciate it, bro. This has been really nice, bro. Obviously, we could talk for hours, bro, because obviously your story is amazing. But man, I think we both need to go do some shit right now, right?
yeah, bro.
All right, brother. This has been really good. Appreciate it, bro.